going on, good people? Good people. It's your man's Rob Villa, aka Mr. Popular, representing that MLS and that double S. One of your hosts tonight, the Music Life Social Podcast. And we got
General Mills, salute. You know what it is. Signature Styles. Music Life Social as always. We in the building. Another show, another podcast. Let's get it.
another banger, another banger. What we're gonna talk about tonight too is far as with a hot topic that's been going on far as with the Gucci Man Pooh Shiesty incident, but really going to dive deep into as far as what people quote unquote talking about street code and snitching on wax or whatnot. We're gonna try to like
Mhm.
zoom out and like talk about the bigger picture for us with when we talk about for us with street code and snitching. So Mills, so you already know what happened. The situation happened like a couple of weeks ago with Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Man. We don't really gotta go too deep into that, but far as with pretty much everyone knows the whole story so far. It's been like 2 weeks so far. But Gucci put out a song about basically the whole incident that transpired. And like I just want to know what's your take on that, as far as with the whole him putting out the song and them now people saying that Gucci is a snitch. He basically snitched on wax or whatnot.
Yeah, as far as snitching on wax, I mean, they using people records. They using people records in court now. So yeah, I mean, he said what he said. I mean, whatever. I mean, as far as that goes, I mean, because that's the end of the story. You know what I'm saying? Did he snitch? Did he tell X, Y, Z? My opinion, far as how it went down, like all of that already went down, and dude was locked up before that song dropped. As far as I know, maybe I'm wrong,
Mhm.
but as far as I know, he was already locked up before the song came out.
Yeah.
But I guess if you're putting out information for before the trial, and that's going to basically could be information used on the trial, then I mean, obviously, I guess you telling. But with him being there with officers, retired officers, regular people that's not street people, you feel me? The odds are of somebody calling them boys on you is very high. Like, you feel me? What I'm saying? Regardless of what's
Yeah.
going far as how many goons is in the building or what's going on or what code you think you got or doing or living by, they telling straight
Yeah.
up. They telling when they call home and they family or whoever they call them to, they're gonna be like, you need to call the police straight. I mean, it's depending on who you asking and whoever asks the question first. If they got knocked before he put out the record, I mean, he's still basically saying what happened in so many words, but I think things already went down prior before he even got a chance to drop the record.
Yeah. Personally, the whole term snitch is kind of funny to me because, well, this incident alone, he really told on himself because he was already on home confinement. He only been home for like maybe 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
He put all this is long story short. I'm gonna say this allegedly. So all what I'm saying right now is allegedly. He put the car in his name, had a bus ticket in his name. His daddy was with him. Cameras all over the place in the studio and all that. So it's like it was good to, Big Brother was all around, so cameras everywhere. So it's not like, it's not like he told on himself.
Ankle monitor
And
is the main thing of putting
yeah,
you at the
yeah,
scene of whatever happened at whatever time it happened.
yeah. Because even the feds, his own PO is like, where you at? It's like, where you at? Like, I see you not at your house. And this allegedly, he told his PO, like, yeah, I've got to handle something real quick. I'll be right back. He's tracking, he still have an ankle monitor on. So it's like, what are we doing here? And
You know,
I'm,
it's, one of my boys I hollered at today, one of my boys was just telling me that, which I didn't know, which, I don't know. My days of doing felanistic things are over, I think, depending on who you asking. Dude was telling me, like, if you got a federal charge, this is some new junk Trump came out with. And he was like, he's still on that BS, but this is something that's some new law. So if you got federal charges, if you good. I mean, basically, they said if you got federal charges, they're gonna. I forgot what he said before he said this, but he said they're gonna put you on an ankle monitor for a year. Something about no, they send you to a detention center for a year, 2 years, and then they send you home on the ankle monitor. And no. Long as you're not good, long as you don't get knocked within 2 years of having an ankle monitor, when they send you home, you get on parole basically. you won't have to basically do time. So without what he was saying, I was like, what? We just was talking about this today, which is crazy. He was like, yeah, man, gave me an ankle monitor. I was good for 2 years, stay out of trouble, and basically he's gonna be good after that. Federal charges, and I don't know if this is just out here, but yeah, he put the charges in Philly or whatever, and he's out here. But long story short, federal charge. My point is he could have had the ankle monitor and been good for 2 years and been offered them people would have been off of his back for 2 years. Them people would have been off of his back far as with those federal charges. They give you ankle monitor, send you home, and then put you on parole after that for federal charge. I was like, yo, I was like, what? Like what? But I mean, I'm the
Yeah,
type of
yeah.
fighter to try to do some felonies and know that you could come home soon. But things that I don't know if people know that or if he knew that, but it definitely is a factor of, you just have to just hold out for a minute, dog. Just hold out for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Get off that ankle monitor. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I get it. That's your life livelihood. You know, Yo Gotti was probably trying to sign him. You know what I mean? Probably was just trying to get back on some Tennessee stuff or something. Like you know what I mean? He was signing him for 20 million.
The only thing is that I got a huge problem with all this stuff, really, because if he was signed to a white label exec, say Clyde Davis or Jimmy Iovine, he wouldn't pull no stunt like that.
That's what yeah. I seen a post like that and they were saying like
He wouldn't pull no stunt. He wouldn't pull no stunt like that. And then
that
on
they
top of that, and we want to talk about snitching. Most of I can say most of I ain't gonna say most of like artists, mainstream artists, like some artists, like they identify with the the mafia, mafioso stuff. So all of them snitch. You can name it's like 3, 4 snitches in each crime family. Bino, Banana, all of them, Sammy the Bull, all these artists that rhyme about mafioso raps. People don't think about it because it's an Italian mob, but every last one of them, Henry Hill, Goodfellas. What was Goodfellas? Henry, he snitched. The downfall of that whole crime family, he quote unquote snitched. But I
you just think
think
everybody
as far as
snitched
everybody snitched. So what I think also too is street code.
each other. Who they snitching on?
Each other. They snitched on it to get out of the deal. They were snitching on each other. Like it's a history, a long, Medellin, Pablo Escobar, the Medellin cartel, some snitch. So it's like well documented. They flip. So it's like
Need to do a show on
you
all the big kingpins or whatever that's the case.
everyone turn. I mean, if we want to be keeping a buck, like even when I seen Uncle Martin and Tony Yayo, Uncle Martin had a lot to say. But if we're gonna keep it on a buck, 50 Cent made Ghetto Quran. He was talking about the Supreme Team. So what are we talking about here? Because
Wait. You said what now?
you remember 50 had the song Ghetto Quran. He was talking about the Supreme Team.
Okay, yeah.
Uncle Murder was clowning Gucci's like, yo, this man snitched, yada yada. That's not cool. But you running with your mans who had the song called Ghetto Quran. Essentially, that was a case against Supreme Team. Like that was, that was a whole,
Asking. It depends on who you asking for real.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. People, that's what I'm saying. It's selective. It's like if that's what if we zoom out and look across the board. I
Yeah.
mean, really,
So
we talk about street code.
right.
If you talk about street code, everybody talk about street code. Really, me personally, I think I know we use that term, really street code. Really, the streets have no code. Really, if you keep it a buck, streets have no code because
Fact. That's a fact.
it's everybody.
The code is it's the street. You feel me, nigga?
Yeah,
Win, lose,
like
draw. That's it. You feel
yeah,
me?
like that's like say for it's like say if you and I go do something, like say if we quote unquote we go commit a crime. I want in my this is me my way of thinking. I personally I went in my head like all right I got free will. I'm know I'm about to commit a crime with you, and you don't get caught, and I do.
Be like,
You know
come
what I'm
on,
saying? I don't.
they got us. Come on.
Yeah. I'm not gonna be I gotta, hold my own. But but at the same time, I can't get mad if you be like, yo, I got a family. Like that's the whole thing too with the whole Gucci thing. This man is 50, he 50, 51. This man married with kids. He been living for the past almost like he been out for what, maybe about
5 years,
almost 10 years now.
10 years.
I think he been out for almost 10 years now. About 10, no, not 10 years, not 10 years, like maybe 5, 6 years now.
Yeah,
So he
yeah. That's
like
5 years, maybe. That's what it seemed like.
6 years. He got out right before COVID. I think he got out right before COVID. So he like, look, man, and he talked about in his book, he had mental health. I had mental issues. And I'm not on that type of time no more. So what,
He just getting to
he like, I'm not, I'm just handling business. And he thinking,
looking like you looking better than us, then nigga, you know what I'm saying? Who knows what's gonna happen? Type shit. So, but
yeah,
you know, once you from the streets, that's it. There is no, I mean, you could come out unless you move. That's why people move out of here. Get out of here. Go to
and
move
that's
to New.
why he was, but
But where
that's my point. He was trying to sign people. He was trying to, I know I seen the interview where he was like, well, the reason he started label, he's trying to sign people that was like him to try to save them from the
yeah,
streets,
yeah.
like a Pooh Shiesty. And even while Pooh Shiesty was in prison, he was putting money on his commissary.
But you know,
You
like
know,
boy, you know, this thing with all of this thing with the contract and all of that, and trying to get him off the contract. I saw something. Let me say that. Let me reference what I saw. I saw something that it was saying that he had an issue when his cousin passed away. That was also on the label, and Gucci wasn't breaking bread for the situation.
true.
For he eventually did, but I guess he was on some bullshit at first and wasn't trying to break bread, and he was upset about it. You feel me, or something like that. This is what was said.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That his responsibility. That's what I said. Again, it goes back to like, we could just look at it. I guess face like Gucci, like he got his label, so he had Black Exec. Is that
For Gucci, like some type of whatever, and got caught up with the boys, then I would be. Then to me personally, he should be definitely trying to personally. I mean, once you get caught, you get caught. Maybe that's why he's putting money on his books. But I don't know. You know what I mean? His cousin, yeah. I mean, his cousin was on the label. That's his family. That's his blood. Like that's his family.
yeah?
So
But I
you
was
know,
just saying, like, is Gucci responsible for paying for his funeral? That's what I'm saying. Like
um,
that's the thing with like Black Execs. Like,
they expected to
it,
do
you
things
know,
that these other execs are not
he,
expected to do.
yeah, it's like he was on the label. Like I don't know the situation with that, but like if you out there, like same thing with the whole. We can use the example of Puff, like people that died, with the exception of Biggie. But like when Black Rob passed,
Mhm.
people was looking at Puff like, "What you gonna do?" Yada yada. Puff like, Puff did always look out for Black Rob, even when he wasn't on the label,
Right.
and that was a testament to Black Rob always said that. But it's like people was looking at Puff like,
He should
you
have
gonna
been
help him out and stuff. But he wasn't, him and Black Rob wasn't, on the list
right
for years.
with each other when he passed away. They had no relations at that time. Him and not
Yeah, they
not
didn't have no,
very relations. That sounds suspect talking about Diddy, but they wasn't communicating long before
yeah,
he passed away. So
yeah. So it
you
was
know,
like, because Black Rob was on Duck Down. He was on Duck Down. He was an independent. So it's like it just goes back to like, huh?
he was on Duck
What you
Down.
say? Yeah,
Like
when he got out of prison, he put an album out on Duck Down. Yeah,
get the
put
fuck
an album
out.
out. Yeah.
Yo, I gotta
So
hear
it's
that.
like
So either D has something to do with the production or beat miners or whatever.
that. I don't know. I don't know. But that's why it's like we far as with just the whole this whole thing with go to the streets and then people like my thing is people chiming in and like I seen on the Joe Budden podcast they was talking about they didn't like the the Gucci record because X Y and Z. That's why I'm like people it's selective, everything's selective.
But they were saying they didn't like it because of what? Because he was saying something about I thought it was me. And he said one bar, and I guess that's what
The
everybody's
whole
talking
ordeal,
bar. He was like, what he said?
he's
Something
talking
about
about the whole
was it me? And something about a meeting and something wooty wooty whoop, whatever he said.
yeah.
Um,
But
that's the
you
only
know,
thing he said, right? I mean, what?
but
Why was they not liking that record though? That's just what I really
just
want.
because he was telling the whole story. He was telling the whole story basically what happened. He was telling what
Right,
he
right,
told
right.
what happened. The whole thing. Yeah,
He was
it's like,
telling.
man, look. So he told the whole thing. He was rapping what happened. He was painting a picture. Like, hey, this is what happened. Yada yada yada. And like at the same time too, if you look at it too, like it's like he gave a statement to the police, but like because you give a statement don't mean you snitching because he got robbed for his jewelry and for his
Same.
insurance,
Uh-huh.
for insurance purposes and all that stuff. And then again, you got the retired cop. That man's like, I'm here to do just, hold him down as a bodyguard, head of security. We here think we handle some business. It's on y'all trying to set us up. It's mad. It was mad. It was mad people that it was people that was just like just doing.
that was there that was going to tell for sure. That's what I'm saying. Is besides any the other people besides Gucci, that even if Gucci was didn't tell, because they did say he was not cooperating. Pooh
Yeah,
Shiesty, one of them said something like, "Oh yeah, Gucci he wasn't cooperating. Like he wasn't telling them. I don't know what report, what statement, or whatever."
the report came out like it's like again the DOJ report came out. And the Fed report came out before the song came out. So it's like, all right, it's already up. You can go.
That was my whole point. That was my whole point. Like yo, he was
Yeah, so it's
already.
public knowledge. You can Google what happened. Then the song just came out this like past
It's like
weekend.
AI. You could take AI and say, "Yo, take that article, throw this article in the what you call it, the generator, and make me a song that sound like Gucci Man on the what you call type beat, and make the song, and it possibly could have wrote that, could have made that record Gucci spit. You feel me? Real talk.
Yeah.
The next
Zaytoven produced it.
finished,
Zaytoven. It was a hard song.
but you know, like you said.
Yeah, that's what I think. Like,
Some people was like, he just didn't make that. Just wasn't a smart move. Just in general, forget about all the other stuff after the after fact, the
that's
after
my but
like
that's
that.
my thing. Like people, I think we losing sight of people focus on the wrong thing. It's like they talking about the song, but this man got held at gunpoint and stuck up. Like that's just people mad at Gucci, but not mad at like Pooh Shiesty. Like Pooh Shiesty, you just came home, try to get your life right, and you going right back. You about to face life now. It's about to be a wrap. It's literally about to be a wrap. Once the feds,
If he could have stayed good 2 years with the ankle monitor, he would have
he
been good.
wasn't. I'm gonna keep it a buck because he robbed a pizza spot, was a donut shop right next to police stations. He wasn't going. That's why he was in there the first time. So it's like,
But he
that boy.
leveled up with the music. Like he ain't got to do nothing like that no. He ain't got to be on that shit no more. Yeah, he could. You
What
know
you
what I
say?
mean? Shows, do meet and greets, whatever the hell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. So that was just my take on that because I was like, this is ridiculous. I feel like I'm in a bizarre world. I'm like, y'all.
Because it's a thing. Just think about it. It's a very, very thin line. I'm a hood nigga. We from the blocks and whatever, whoop de whoop, whatever. But I ain't telling because you're just gonna retaliate. That's the part. That's why niggas don't tell. They don't tell because they're gonna retaliate. And this is what I be saying about things in the hood. Like you just think about it. Say you a hood nigga, I'm a hood nigga. We over here trapping. The police is looking for us, basically. You know what I'm saying? The neighbors don't like us because we out here making turn the hood into the turning the neighborhood into the hood. We doing whatever. We have beef with each other, right? Some regular hood gang niggas or whatever. Shoot each other down. I mean, police is gonna do their job regardless of who body was found. You feel what I'm saying? But besides the police doing their job, you know what I'm saying? It's just like I don't know. You know what I mean? That's why niggas ain't telling. You feel what I'm saying? Because if niggas know, don't tell, don't tell, don't tell. If I spin the block on niggas, lay niggas down, nigga, don't tell. You get me what I'm saying?
But
That's
when
where
you get picked up by them,
I come in at.
9 times 10, when people get picked up by the cops, they gon' what?
Fingerprint you, dust
They gonna
off,
tell.
whatever. That's what I'm saying. So this one, they're gonna do their job regardless of the hood. You feel me what I'm saying? They're gonna do their
Yeah.
job regardless of what the hood code is and we ain't snitching code is. They're gonna be finding evidence. It's gonna be a body. You feel me? Niggas is gonna be doing their job. And somebody's going to jail for this. And it's the hood where niggas is being looked for. Like, you know what I'm saying? The cops is already looking for niggas. So, this was Johnny that we arrested 5 times for possession. Now he murked. Somebody murked this nigga. And it's your boy over there across whatever that did it. That's he the same type of nigga, just over there. You know what I'm saying? So now that's why, like I said, my whole point of saying all that is Cass is that's where the no snitching code that's where that comes in at. We hood niggas, we street niggas, we ain't telling because we doing illegal shit basically. So we ain't telling. So
But
when it get
that's what I'm saying. You ain't telling, but when you get picked up, 9 times 10, cats is telling. That's how that people get caught because they gonna tell. They gonna tell.
somebody.
You see it 1,000 times. If you don't get caught by the cops, you're not gonna tell. But if you get caught, that person gets caught, they're gonna wind up telling. It's gonna be a
Well,
case.
that's a good point right there that you made. That's a good point. That's a good
Yeah,
point. Like, you don't get caught by the cops. You ain't telling exactly who you gonna tell. You can
yeah,
tell the nigga in the hood. And that's how niggas know what really happened in the hood. Somebody you done
yeah,
told somebody else, but you ain't telling the cops. Of course not. If they come and
yeah,
ask, you have nothing to do with it. There's no reason for you to tell. They didn't hurt you or your family or your loved ones or wooty woo whatever. So you have no reason to tell, even if you seen. That's why I was like, in one of the verses I said the writing's on the wall, but we ain't see nothing. But the writing's right on the wall. You can see it, but we ain't see nothing. Like, I have nothing to do with that. Whatever happened over there like that, though, it was crazy. And it was a violation of everything. But I have nothing to do with it. My family good. I'm not hurt. They ain't coming for me. I'm good. My status and whatever else is good. There's no reason for me to tell. But like you said, if you really pull way out, zoom way out at supposedly, but that's what I'm saying. Everybody want to be Sopranos and want to be Godfathers and all of that. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Chinos or whatever, Scarfaces and things and whatever. But like if you said, if you pull way out on the zoom, pull it way back and zoom out and see who really was telling. I mean, that don't validate nobody for telling now. That don't mean start telling.
yeah.
These niggas was telling. But you get me what I'm saying is the point. I'm just pointing to.
Everybody, every crime family you look at, 2 or 3 people told. Like people mention in their raps, like Sam Mitty Bull told, the air told. Like so, it's like so it's like But I think it's
But I never thought about that from that. You know what I'm saying? I never thought about that. Like, oh, these niggas did eventually snitch.
yeah, the bitch snitch. Like he's like, hey, you gonna
We gotta what you call it? We gotta go into that and just try to pull some of that up because
yeah. All the crime families told. Everybody was like,
but we
everybody
need that real talk.
they start hitting. He was
That's
like because because people got families, and you get caught up, and then they say,
the
"Hey, you're gonna face 100 years," and you got your wife and kids at home. It's like, "Hey, your wife got pressure from, hey, you better say something because look, I'm not raising these, X, Y, and Z."
pistol whip
You
your
know,
kids, to whip your wife and kids and all kind of wild stuff. What you gonna do? Unless you about to go catch a couple of bodies
yeah,
right now,
yeah,
what you gonna do? Let
hmm
everybody be violated and say, hey, I can't. No, I
yeah,
don't know. I
yeah.
mean,
So
then call the
that's
police, go tell, but I don't know what you gonna really do,
yeah,
especially
that's
if
why, it's. I think Lil, I gotta pull up because Lil. Shout out to Lil Duval. Lil Duval said something that was real that
well,
I
what
should
is it?
have pulled it up. He said something that was real to I thought was
Shiesty Jones.
no. He was saying something about everybody. Damn, what he say? Oh man, he said something that he hit it point on. But
Shout out to Lil Duval.
yeah, shout out Lil Duval, comedian.
That's Duval, Florida. I
Yeah,
seen a clip of, like how he came up with the name. I don't know how he came with the name, but he was just like,
that's a
uh,
county, Duval County.
he was like, nobody was ever right? So that's why he was came out with that represent the city. You know what
He
I'm saying?
said, he said, you won't fully understand. You won't fully get how stupid majority of the street laws are until you get out of the streets.
Yeah, because it's different. You know what I'm saying? But listen, I understand. It's stupid. It's just like I just told you and I explained it to you. That ain't stupid. If I see you, my brother, or my fam, so it's different. But if I see my neighbor across the street hit the other neighbor down, I hope they got the ring camera. Cause I'm not gonna tell on him. You feel me? My thing is like I was saying, if you doing something illegal, and this is another level, so this is another type of scenario. But if you're doing illegal things according to the law, and I'm doing illegal things according to the law, who are we calling to tell who on what? You understand what I'm saying? Who are we calling? You got a problem, and we gonna handle it. However, I'm not calling the police. You understand me? What I'm saying? That's what the hood is.
I'm saying if you talking about like if you live next to a murderer or whatever, you see somebody catch a body.
My thing
Because
is,
I'm saying fuck that, I'm saying something because if I live next to a murderer, because I don't know how his mental state is. This nigga may try to.
Want to
She's
murder
my
you?
yeah. I don't know what's going on. I said, hey man, I ain't trying to. I was like, hey, buddy, you know, I don't know what's gonna be. You snitch or whatever, but like, if you got,
I know, but you know,
hey, look, I ain't in the streets. I'm, you know, none of that stuff. I'm like, look, yada. Now, I ain't gonna call my neighbor because on some he didn't pick his trash up or yada yada yada, you know, whatever. But if it's some, nah, man, no, no. Look, you
can't
already know,
call him
cats. Look, cats
the
shot at.
marriage
No, cats. You know, a bullet went through my window. A bullet went through my window. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not. I can't.
was wild. Like this is so stuff like that. Should you have called the cops or no? Or should
I
you have
did. I called the cops. I'm like, yo,
niggas
I don't
almost
know who did what.
ricocheted all of this? I'm going over there to the neighborhood. Whoever I see out there, I'm shooting. Because that's the other answer to the problem besides calling the cops. What else are you gonna do? You don't know who did it. You know where the complex is at. You know you can drive over there and go to the complex and just what? You just gonna shoot any niggas that's in the area that look like you can see your house from over there? That's
Yeah.
the only answer besides calling the cop. I mean, just to
Nah,
be. I mean,
I called the cops. I'm like, call the cops because I don't know what was what because you know,
they
yeah. It's like, yeah, and it was an ongoing thing. So I'm like, nah, I got to call the cops because I don't know what is what. Because if you go over there, I don't know who did what, and then I don't want to be like taking somebody innocent life over something that, and then
yep,
so it can be documented.
yep,
They investigate, hey, these cats been over here been shooting, yada yada, you know. So
and
that's the whole thing.
right across the lake into somebody's crib was
Yeah,
crazy. And that was a big bullet too. It looked like maybe a 223. It bounced, ricocheted, all kind of shit. Went in your
yeah,
fridge, all kind of shit. That
yeah,
is some little shit. That's why
yeah,
I forgot about that, B. That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
yo, that's crazy.
Nah, I could if I was not in my right head, I would have went over there and just sprayed, you know.
They say, fuck it, I'll do the time. Niggas,
But then that same time, it still put the and then it put my family in harm's way because they'd be like,
this nigga
just
came over wild.
so I don't know. It's I think to each his own, but
It's a thin line
yeah, it's then like if you granted if you ain't got nothing to lose, people just go all out and just like
for sure.
fuck it. And like if you think about like I got stuff to live for, I'm like all right, I'm gonna quote unquote go through the proper channels and see if I can't get the results. Then whatever. If people want to take out street justice, whatever. But my
That's
thing,
when you don't get no justice from the real police. Like you.
yeah,
That happened. You call the cops. Nobody got hurt. You know what I mean? And it didn't
yeah,
happen
what's
again.
so crazy?
You got out of there. So that, hey, all right, whatever.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? If it would have happened again, then I don't know, B. This is what I'm saying. Like, this is like, I'm a calm, level headed, I'm calm, level
yeah,
headed.
yeah,
I'm not just out here, I'm not about to jump out the window and make just some wild decision off an emotion. Like, you know what I mean? Because I'm not going to get emotional like that to be like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. But my family, my kids, my wifey, and things like that, man, I don't
yeah,
know. That's a hard. I mean, you got to be there. You got to be there to be with your family. You know what I mean? Like I said,
yeah,
I think about that. I can't wild out and just do what I think that could happen. But I got to what you call
yeah,
it. I need. I got to be here with the wife and the kid. That's where I want to be. So I can't be
yeah.
acting because this other nigga is acting like however
Cause
react to that on something, then go to the next level. And that's why I really don't be want a lot of drama. And some people
that's the whole.
pulled up in the hood
That's why I was like, hey,
I take that as you take that as something else. But nigga, please, I don't want it. I don't want no drama.
yeah,
I don't want no drama. You feel me? Cause I don't want no drama. You understand? And this is better for everybody. But people not thinking like that. Like you said, street code. But like you said, like so wait, with Pooh Shiesty and him, that's his livelihood. That's his life. He under contract. What he should have did was just make a whole nother name, a whole new artist name, and just come out and make another. You know what I'm saying? Like recreate.
get a get a I mean, it's time and time where everything is done. Is examples where people you can get out like say for instance, you could have got a good lawyer. I mean, you could use the locks for example. How the locks was with Bad Boy, they got out of that contract.
Mm.
Cause they went the Rough Riders. They the lawyer and put you can reverse and put the spot on Gucci. Hey man, Gucci got me in this contract. I want to get out of it. And do it like that.
Yeah.
It was this is so many cases where it shouldn't have went that way. I mean, we've seen it before with the Birdman and Lil Wayne, but that's a whole nother.
He's still under contract, right?
Nah, man, he got up out of like Universal. Universal got him up. He got up out of there. He went straight to Universal, but then he wound up. He sold the masters, Young Money Masters, like Nicki Drake and his masters to another company. So it's like he didn't get a chance. He didn't even let Drake and bid on his own masters.
When cats sell their masters, though, I believe that normally they'll get a big chunk up front, but they still get royalties, a percentage of the royalties off of the sale still.
It's not a good amount. It all depends. It's not a good amount. It's not a extra amount. So basically, I think it's a flip side to that too, because you sell your masters and then you may get a percentage of it. Then if it depends on who has it and put in whatever hands has it, it can
Right.
cheapen your thing. Because they keep whoring it out, it lessen the value of it or the percentage, whatever. Yeah, but we know with the whole Birdman and Lil Wayne when he got up out of his, he tried to get up out of his, and tour bus got shot up and all that type of crazy mess.
So that has something to do
So
with Doug and all that.
yeah,
Yeah, right? Yeah, that's right. Wait, don't let me.
yeah, yeah.
Nah, it was already reported. That's the only way I know about it.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Even with the whole thing with Gunna, it's saying Gunna. We talking about stitches.
I heard that they like niggas is talking about they talking about Gucci or something, but they letting Gunna slide like it's all good, but they talking about Gucci. Like, wait, what are you talking about? Like, what are y'all talking about? They niggas is rocking out with Gunna again, and like it's no problem. What are y'all talking about Gucci? Like
Yeah,
hey, like I said, depending on who you asking.
yeah. It depends on who you ask. So yeah, look, man, the whole
These
snitch. I
niggas-
don't know. Yeah. Now, yeah, yeah, I don't know. That's look. If
yeah,
you can't do the crime, don't do the time. I'm gonna say you can't. If you can't do the crime, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. Basically,
that's a real phrase.
yeah.
So
I just got to know what I do. It's like, man, you go rob a bank.
it's federal.
I
That's
know what
10,
I'm getting myself into.
starting at 10. If you get 9, just know.
Yeah, I
Federal.
know I know what I'm getting myself into. I know,
But you
and
could
I'm
probably
not gonna.
monitor 2 years, dog, and then be on parole. If you know the law. Trump just changed something. So that's something that's new.
Yeah,
That like I don't know. I guess it maybe happened since he been in office since however long. But this. But
yeah,
I told he did that because he got 7 felonies, nigga. So yeah, of course he
yeah.
gonna change that law. Like of course he gonna change that. Good for y'all. Good for the niggas that got federal charges. You feel me?
No, what's that? I tell you that Pusha T song he had off the Numbers on the Board album.
Hmm.
Says sorry, it's called Snitch. Sorry niggas, I'm trying to come home.
Shit. What?
Yeah,
I
it's called Snitch.
I probably heard it.
Yeah, Pharrell's on it. The acronym, like Pusha was talking to one of his boys. He's like, yeah,
Sorry niggas, I'm trying to come home.
like I'm telling, I'm letting you know, I'm about to.
That's crazy.
Pusha tells still like his man's like he was telling us like, yeah, man,
I'm the
I know.
bird shit, nigga. And you snitching? Time out, B. Wait a minute now.
Yeah, he told. Pusha Mans was like, said like, he's on the phone. Like, yeah, man, I'm letting you know I'm about to tell. So I'm trying to come home. So I know me and you can't have no relationship after this. Yada yada
After
yada. But
telling, that's crazy, nigga. What, you gonna come out and I'm gonna go in? That's why we ain't gonna have no relationship after this.
niggas, I'm trying to come home.
So
I'm
you
trying to
gonna
come
give
home.
nigga like what they say, 6, 7. I get some time, you get some time. God damn it, B. That's the kind of code you wanna live by, nigga, cause that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's like, come on, dog. They got us, dog. Come on. Come on out. They caught us. Like, nigga, get your ass out of
Yeah. Yeah.
here.
So that's crazy. So yeah, we know. I guess let's wrap it up. And so let you know. So this is another episode. So we'll make sure y'all like, subscribe, share, follow us on Music Life Social
Music Life.
on
Check
all
out
these
check out the store.
platforms. Yeah, get that merch and stuff. It's
Yep.
available. Y'all stay blessed out here. We out.
Still